Next is the next topic is Newton's third law. Newton's third law. Okay. Newton's third law, or third law of motion. Third law of motion. Okay. So let us see what it state. It state that to every action, to every action to every action to every action there is an equal, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Opposite reaction opposite reaction, and they act on two different bodies, and they act on two different bodies. Okay, let us see example of this Newton's third law. Just we take a gun. Here, if this is gun, accelerating force on the bullet, accelerating force on the bullet, force on the bullet. So this is the bullet of this gun. Okay, and recall force on the gun, recall force on the gun. Okay, when you fire by a gun, bullet accelerate from v equals to 0 to v equals to 200 meter second, whatever the speed of bullet. Okay, in this direction, okay, in this direction. But when you fire, you exert force just opposite to the direction of bullet. It means that this gun also exert force, equal amount of force toward the person who shoot the gun. Okay, so by this way we can understand this is action and this is reaction. So every action having equal and opposite reaction. Okay, figure is also available in your textbook 9.11, which say a forward means in this direction. In forward, force on the bullet and recoil of the gun in this direction. Okay, this is all about Newton's third law. Okay, I repeat, this law state you to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, and they act on two different bodies. So action act on bullet and reaction act on the person who shoot the gun. Okay, so this is all about Newton's third law of motion. Let us see numerical which could require a greater force accelerating a 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second or a 4 kg mass at 2 meter per second. Okay, meter per second square. Okay, so we have first situation in which 2 kg as a mass and 5 meter per second as a velocity, and in second case we have 4 kg as a mass and 2 meter per second square as a acceleration. Okay, now we divide into this given value into two part. First is F1 and second is F2. Now we have M1 equals to 2 kg and A1 is equals to 5 meter per second square. Again M2 is equals to 4 kg and A2 is equals to 2 meter per second square. So F1 is equals to 2 into 5, which is equals to 10 Newton, and F2 is equals to 4 into 2, which is 8 Newton. Hence we can say that F1 is larger than F2. Accelerating a 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second square could require a greater force. Okay, thank you.